Hi friends, welcome back to the Guitar Spa where we bring you all the beautiful guitars, and I have one of this guitar that just came in from and these are all available through Heirlooms Music or Heirlooms Guitars or whatever you call it. Suddenly I forgot. Okay, this is the Dowina. I know they call it Dowina. I mean how they pronounce, but the word is basically Dowina, and they are guitars made in Soclavia. I don't know how to pronounce it. Okay, this is the vintage series Merlot Gac. It's like a grand auditorium. Something about this guitar it's interesting is it looks with a cutaway beautiful guitar. Each guitar are handmade. I mean, the screw stops are really cut. They use Dolomite, Dolomite screws, and this one has a Dolomite Italian screws. So the Dolomite is basically almost similar to a German. So when you listen later on this guitar, it sounds really clear, the crystal clear trebles, and also it vibrates a little bit more. Something about this guitar is I'm going to talk about the screws and how the bracing pattern. The bracing pattern is about 1.5, almost 2 inches X brace, but the X brace are thin and tapered up, and it's just tapered down, but it's just like scallop. It's just a very subtle scallop on this, and the two braces below the X brace are this way like a bridge, but it's non-scallop. So it for Singapore weather, for Asian weather, this humidity, this works well. Okay, ebony bridge, ebony fretboard. You have the mahogany neck together with a wangy middle, which shows basically a three-piece neck that actually reinforces the neck a little bit more. And you have the gold guitar tuners on this, and a matte finish headstock with the Abalone D inlaid on this guitar. Okay, back and sides of this wood, you just have a look at this wood. I mean, I'm just gonna read this from you. Is a Macacauba wood that is used for the guitar back and sides, and it has that red purplish color that is symmetrical, very much like what type of wood? Maybe Cambodian rosewood, or they call it even Palo Esrito, the lighter color wood, and it's a very high lovely tap tone on this guitar, and ebony wood bindings on this with the maple purfling lines, beautifully done. If you actually go to detail, you can see that closely, it's beautifully done. And back and sides are finish matte, which I like actually. In fact, like now I like, and the front is really glossed with a lovely transparent pick guard on this. Okay, something to note, I'm going to just talk a little bit about the bridge layer side. The bridge very much looks like a chord bridge, where you have the bridge here, and then they just remove quite a lot of material underneath just the sound hole, the bridge sound hole. Okay, what this does is it creates a very steep break angle that is across all the 6 strings, and this actually gives you the energy that actually transfer onto the top with the bone nut and saddle. Actually, I've really lowered down and reset up this guitar, and it has also the Abalone rosette that is in sandwich between some wood binding, looks like wangy wood binding on this. Beautiful, and also reddish purfling lines across this. If you look closely on this wood, you can't really see it on the camera. The spruce is really beautiful. It has that silky, cloudy look, which actually tells you that it's like the moon spruce or the Swiss spruce kind of species. So these guitars are available through Heirlooms Music, sorry. And I'm gonna just start playing this guitar, and you be the judge, because lots of power, it has a different kind of tone because of the tall braces. You will notice that the trebles on this will ring a little bit way much more than normal. Okay, so the bass is balanced, but the trebles, but bass over time as it opens up, because and also because of the spruce, the Dolomite Italian. guitar is right now vibrating, shaking, vibrating. You know? Incidentally, right now I'm using the same level of the camera, and I noticed there's a little bit of clipping, so it just tells you that this guitar is extremely loud. Let me just tune it a little bit. All right, man. Take a walk in the park. Take a walk in the park. Travel's beautiful. So you can hear it's ringing, you know, because of the spruce top, that is the way it plays. So it's gonna, because also it has 80-20 strings. I think I would prefer the Prosper Bronze on this. If you change it, sounds a little bit warmer. But let me tell you, this guitar is very new. It's very new, straight from the factory, and that's why it's a little bit bright to start off with, but the trebles are clear. You know, you don't get this very regularly. Not harsh trebles, but clear. Are you ready? Let it go. of the of these guitars are all reinforced. Okay, so the sides are so reinforced, and normally many of the guitars, they don't reinforce the sides. Okay, so the Dowina, it does reinforce. And also something to know about the bridge is they really tapered this down, these two wings here a little bit more, so um, so to provide the bridge here to give you that energy. Oh, lovely. Oh, I love the trebles. Sorry, I got carried away because it's a beautiful guitar. Okay, so there you go. The Dowina. I always call it Dowina, though. The guy who sells this heirlooms, Dino said is Dowina, you know, but I still want Dowina, Dowina. If you want to win Dowina, there's the WIN. This is a guitar to win right now in your life. It's the vintage series Merlot, Merlot Gacc with the cutaway. It features the Dolomite Italian spruce, which is actually a European spruce. Back and sides. Okay, how do I pronounce this again? Back and sides. They call it the Macacauba wood. That actually has really a reddish hue. You can see even the tap tone. And one thing I like is it's extremely light. Okay, so because most of the hand-built guitars are light, and you see a lot of production guitars are fairly heavy. Even before this video, I think I did the Fudge Yellow series. That one is much heavier than this, even though it's rosewood. Back and sides using that wood and the ebony binding on this. A three-piece neck, mahogany with the wenge in the middle, so to give that reinforce that neck a little bit. Three pieces are better than one, 5 pieces are better than one. And also you have the wenge sandwich with the rosette, abalone rosette on this, and ebony bridge, ebony fretboard with bone nut and saddle. Obviously, if you were to upgrade the saddle to, let's say, FMI, and then you get a little bit of warmer tone, clearer ringing treble, but the trebles are really ringing. So alright, this is almost done with the review. This is only about 2-3 days off to Christmas, and if you don't have money, as I said before, I don't have money, don't have gifts. You have the gift of your words and your mouth. You have the power to lift somebody up even during the season. So I think the best part to say is give a hug to the people you love, and sometimes the people you don't love. I mean, sometimes your family is the most difficult to love. Honestly, I know, we all know, and just tell them that you appreciate your mother, you appreciate your father, you appreciate your wife or your husband, and even hug your kids and say that, hey, I appreciate what you've done for me. This has been a tough year for many, and you just say it's been a tough year for you, baby, and I appreciate what you've done. Whether you've cooked, you've washed, you've done this and that, always start with a heart of gratitude, and through that heart of gratitude you're going to see miracles happen, and through that heart of gratitude you're going to see uh, things come back to you. You know, when you give the gift of words, you get back the gift. For example, right now, if I smile at you intently, generally, you will generally, if you're in front of me, you will smile back to me. So whatever you give, it will come back to you. May not be from the same person, but it could be from somebody else. In fact, this year, even though I've had many changes in my life, I won't tell you right now, but I feel that this has been one of the best year, because this year I turned 50. This year I had a lot of time with my family. This year I celebrated 15 years with what the company I was working with, and it has been an enjoyable 15 years. I mean, I was telling the uncle just now when I was in the leave that actually I enjoyed working the last 15 years. And I'm going through a new season that is coming next year, and it's going to be a greater season, because right now as I rest, when you rest, you reset yourself, because you want to fly high, you want to refresh and rejuvenate. Okay, it's 3 hours so that you can actually fly better, you can elevate, you can empower yourself, you can enlighten yourself right now to higher levels, and you'll be able, like the guitar, oscillate at a different frequency at a higher level, where it's gonna be very pleasing to your ears. So be thankful. Thank you very much for tuning in. All the best. I'll see you soon. Signing off. This is Jarvis. Bye bye.